Let's do a pick a pile. I have 3 piles here. Take your time, take a deep breath, and see which pile is calling you. And then I'll get started with each pile. Okay, pile 1. Let's start with your reading. If you picked pile 1, the first card that we have is forgiveness. So this might be a situation that is requiring some forgiveness, either to yourself or another person, or I feel a group. Maybe that compassion or empathy was not shown towards you, and so sometimes forgiving yourself or forgiving others can help heal yourself. It's much bigger than just it's about you. So this is about you. Forgiving someone else is about you letting go of any of those feelings that are still within you that may not be the healthiest to keep within yourself. And sometimes being the bigger person is also healing. But I feel like this might have been a situation where you weren't shown a lot of compassion and empathy, either by a group or a person. And now it's time to let it go. It's time to forgive yourself, forgive them. And if you forgive somebody, it doesn't mean that you have to still have a relationship with them or still talk to them and be all buddies and friends. No, forgiving is about understanding that certain things you don't always have control over, and you certainly can't control how other people react towards you. So forgiving is more about healing yourself from that situation, letting go of that situation. And as you can see, there's some rainbows. So after the storm, after rain, sometimes you can see rainbows. So I feel like this will bring a lot of light and clarity and healing towards your life, towards yourself. So forgiveness is the first card that I got. Then this is the self-healing, the self-care oracle. It says connect with your ancestors, number 14. You can also look this number up and see what number 14 means as far as any messages that you might want to receive. Connect with your ancestors. So if you don't already work with your ancestors, then you might want to do some research before you start doing it, but look into how do you honor your ancestors. If you feel called to, you can set up an altar. But of course, always do your research before you do anything or you start anything. But I feel like your ancestors are also, for me, my personal belief is that we are our ancestors. A part of us is a part of them, and a part of them is a part of us. And there are certain things that certain themes and certain issues that recycle themselves within the family, within certain generations and generations. And so maybe this forgiveness that we got in the beginning is something that your ancestors are also pushing you or encouraging you to do, because it will be a much more deeper healing than just yourself. Maybe this is an ancestral healing that will happen when you forgive this situation, when you do this act of forgiveness. So that might be something that you want to look into. And then she also has her third eye open. So I feel like also this is I feel like you are maybe intuitive. So I feel like you've also been feeling this. And maybe this eclipse season in 2025 is something that is triggering certain actions. I feel like eclipses are very much like a tower moment where we are being pushed to close out and certain things that are not helping us to evolve into our highest and greatest self. So maybe you've been feeling this within yourself, that there needs to be some big change. There needs to be some either it's an ending but there needs to be a big change, and part of that change is taking action, and this is the action that needs to be taken. Then the third card that I got is Vision. So this reminds me of the Moon card. So again, they're intertwined. It's night and day. So it's duality. Again, it's seeing the duality within yourself, within other people, and understanding that sometimes certain issues happen, and it's something that you can work through and you can work to understand. And maybe even sometimes you may not understand why or how, but understanding your side, your part of it, and again, forgiving yourself for your actions, for your thoughts. Maybe if you knew, I feel like if you knew better, you would do better. Sometimes we don't have all of our tools, all of our elements, we don't have everything we need at the moment, and so we just make decisions based on where we are and what we know at the moment. So seeing that duality and being okay and understanding the duality within yourself and within others. And I feel like this is also calling you to do maybe some more shadow work, maybe therapy, even if you feel called to do Reiki or something that is related to the body, because there might be a lot of emotions stored within the body. And if you don't want to do that, then you can also start moving your body, maybe looking into certain exercises that will release certain traumas from your body. Can be something that can help you with stored up emotions within the body. That can also, if gone without, making changes, can also turn into dis-ease, because your body is in dis-ease of how it's feeling and has not expressed the emotions that it has stored up within a certain part of the body or within the body. So again, shadow work, working with your body, understanding duality, and also understanding the duality within your family. You know, some of our ancestors didn't do any better, or there were certain themes within their lives like poverty and they weren't able to get out of that cycle because they didn't know how to, or they weren't presented with tools on how to get out of that cycle. So understanding that duality, that sometimes it's not that somebody doesn't want to get out of that cycle, it's just that they don't know how to. They haven't been presented with that solution. So just to recap, we have forgiveness, connect with your ancestors, and vision. This is a very deep message, and I feel like it's connected to your emotions, to your intuition, it's deeper than you. It's a lot more deeper than you. And since you are intuitive and you've been feeling this, I feel like you've already maybe taken some steps because you felt like you needed to make a change. You felt this physically, mentally, and emotional, and within your soul that you need to make this change. And I feel like now you're taking the steps towards healing. This is a deeper healing. And it's not only healing you, it's also healing your ancestors and future generations that are to come. If, you know, if, for example, if you decide to have kids, your kids and your kids' kids, and so on. And even if you don't have kids and you decide not to have kids, just you healing and working on yourself changes the world, changes the vibration of Earth, of the world. So regardless, this is changing the past, present, and the future. By you healing and going in deeper, you're really making a big change. Okay? I hope this helps. Please let me know if this message resonated with you, pile 1. Thank you. Let's do pile 2. Pile 2. Let's do this. Pile 2. Okay? Pile 2, let's see what we have for you. The first card is If You Believe. So I feel like you're about to take a big jump. Major change. Big jump. Life changing. I feel like this is career. This can be any aspect of your life so this can be a combination of career, love, just moving to a different, anything that you've been trying to manifest or that you've been thinking of. I feel like this is calling you to believe. It's saying if you believe it is going to happen, or that you are worthy of it, it will happen. And she has the Merkaba in her hand, in between her hands. And maybe you should research what the Merkaba is. And also, I know there are some meditations and even crystals with the Merkaba figure. So maybe you should look into the meditations and maybe work with the Merkaba during this time, pile 2. But yeah, I feel like you're ready to take a big leap. You've been thinking about it. I feel like you've been manifesting, you've been, you know, this is your intention to do it, but maybe you go back and forth with, you know, oh, but how, you know, how am I going to do this, or what's going to happen with so and so, or how am I, you know, how is it all going to work out? You don't have to worry about how it's going to work out. All you have to do is believe that it will happen, and that it will all work out for your highest and greatest good. So that's the first one that we got, pile 2. The next one is write a gratitude list. Again, this is all keeping a high vibration. So you have to mentally keep yourself and maintain yourself in a high vibration, in a state of gratitude. So maybe starting a gratitude journal, where you're writing what you're grateful for every day. And this can be, you know, in your life, about yourself, about your family, but just maintaining, just by you writing what you're grateful for, will automatically uplift you and uplift your vibration, and you'll see how you bring your attention to things that you already have and that you're grateful for, and you realize that you have so much. You have a lot. And when you are in a state of gratitude, you also start to attract more. So again, this is all about keeping yourself in a high state of, in a higher vibration, in a higher state of gratitude, in a uplifting and positive vibration, a uplifting outlook in your life. I can. Yeah, this pile 2, whatever you're getting ready to manifest, I feel like you have no idea. Like, this is big stuff. Like, you are getting everything and more of what you have been wanting to get or do. You just have to do your part and believe. Faith is a very big aspect, and it's not very easy to hold, to hold, and to, because faith is just you believing that it's all going to work out for you, because you know that you are worthy. And maybe that's something that you have to work on, your self-worth. Because if you're doubting yourself so much, or you're doubting yourself so much about, well, how is it going to happen? Well, you should know that you're already worthy of everything that you've been wanting to manifest. And you should know that it's coming at the right time. Everything happens when it's supposed to. So don't rush the process. Just know that when you are ready, it will happen. And I feel like you are getting ready to do this soon. Food meditation, I can. So she has her arms open, and it's like raining fruit and food. So for me, this is abundance. This is a card of abundance, and this is you. So this is all you have to do, is believe, be confident, know that you are worth all the abundance that you have and that you are getting ready to receive. And one of the affirmations that I like to do for myself, and I feel like is helpful, is to say, I am open and ready to receive all the abundance in love, success, money, relationships, opportunities. Now you can change this affirmation to whatever you want to open yourself, or you are ready to receive. But abundance, again, abundance can be anything. Can be an abundance in food, in never having to be hungry. Abundance can be opportunities, having an abundance of opportunities that bring you good relationships, that bring you a promotion, that bring you an opportunity to move overseas to the country that you've been wanting to move to. Abundance can be a lot of things. So, and I feel like the gratitude list, you focusing on being grateful of what you have will open your eyes to what abundance truly is. And abundance can be anything. Okay? So just be open, be ready to receive, and know that it is coming. You are getting ready to receive something big. You just have to believe. You just have to say, I can. And just open your arms and be ready to receive whatever is coming to you. And don't just cut yourself off with, oh, I'm just going to receive this. No, be open to all the abundance, because I feel like you see this picture, it is a lot, and it's not just one type of fruit, and it's not one type of food, it's different types. So I feel like the abundance that's coming to you, it's a lot of different things. So again, like I said in the beginning, it might be career and love. It might be more money coming in, and you can afford to move overseas, which is something that you've been wanting to do. It might be you finally get the opportunity to start your business, a business that you've been thinking of doing. It might be you meet someone that has a lot of connections, and they are introducing you to really high profile people that can bring you bigger opportunities. So sky's the limit. Just, you gotta believe in yourself. Keep the vibrations up. Keep yourself open and ready to receive, because it's all coming. It is all coming. And I feel called to say to be mindful. Be mindful of what you're eating. What you eat nourishes your body. So be mindful of what you are putting into your body, because you want to keep the vibration high. When you eat natural foods, fruits, and non-processed foods, you naturally are giving your body healthy nutrients and less work, because they don't have to, your body doesn't have to cut down all that processed junk. So be mindful, keep your vibrations high, and let me know what it is that is coming to you, everything that you obtained during this I feel like this is this year, 2025. So let me know if this resonates with you. Keep your vibrations high, pile 2. Now let's do pile 3. Pile 3. Let's see what we got. Pile 3. Let's keep 3 here so you can see it. It says there's something better. There is something better. And she's holding a bouquet of flowers. So you might be holding on to something that's dragging you down, and either you're being pushed to let it go because there's something better coming. Let's see what else we have here. Journal. Number 29. You can look up this number 29 and see what meaning that holds. And then sexuality. So this might be a relationship. Maybe you're holding on to someone. You're holding on to a situation that is not the best for you. And you're being asked to let it go because there is something better that is coming and more emotionally fulfilling for you. And in the long run will help you grow mentally and spiritually. Yeah, I feel like this is a relationship, maybe a past relationship that you're still holding on to. Or a situationship that you're holding on to that needs to be released because there's something better. Maybe a new person is coming in. Maybe there's a new opportunity that's coming in. Maybe this new opportunity will require you to mentally focus and really let go of the past. Because what is it? My mom used to say this is, if you still have flies around you, you won't be able to catch, I don't remember the saying, but you gotta let go of the flies so that you can catch the butterfly, I guess. I don't remember the saying. If you remember the saying, or if you ever heard that saying before, please write it down in the comments because I don't remember it. But yeah, you can't catch anything good if you have flies around you. That's what I'm getting. Because there's something better. But how are you going to get that something better if you're still holding on to certain things? You're still holding on to a person, a situation. So maybe journaling would be a good way to release. Therapy. You can also look into, if you're into the movie Mean Girls, you can also get the book that Regina has and just write down in that journal. Make it your journal and write down anything that you need to release. It's a cute little book. It looks exactly like Regina's notebook where she used to write everybody's where she used to write how she felt about other people. But yeah, journaling would probably help you release. And also journaling your intentions for the future. Like, what is it that you really want? Maybe focusing also on your intentions. What is it that you want for your future? Yeah, being more intentional and more focused on what you want and writing that down, because you can also journal your intentions and see how that plays out. And I have journals from like years back where I wrote my intentions, and it's amazing how writing your intentions helps out, and you look back at it and you see how you've really brought some things to your life, So, and then sexuality. She's in the water. So again, this is emotionally fulfilling. This is something emotional for you. And it's transformative. and it might be out of this world. So maybe this new something better that's coming for you is going to be very transformative. It's going to be, maybe it's going to, you're going to think it's unbelievable. It's out of this world. You never could have imagined this for yourself, or you being in this situation, but this is very emotionally fulfilling. And I say this again, but I feel like this is a relationship. This is love. This is something that is going to fulfill your mind, body, and soul. Like, meant to be, destined. But you need to let go of certain things or a person. Let's see. Again, look up the number 29. And she has a bouquet. So yeah, I feel like this is, I don't know why, but I feel like this is all relationship wise. This is all going to be very healing, emotionally fulfilling. There's something better coming. Just prepare yourself. You have to let go and make space for what is coming. And I feel like this is a new relationship. This is a destined relationship that is going to be emotionally fulfilling. That's going to be transformative. And it's going to be out of this world. Maybe even past lives. Maybe you've met this person before in a past life. And there's going to be an instant attraction, an instant connection to this person when you see or meet them. But work on yourself. Let go of certain things that are holding you back, or that you're storing and is not allowing you to receive. And that's what I have for pile 3. Please let me know if this resonates for you, and wish you guys the best of luck.